and into part 2 of tonight's game of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who are still catching up from the break and everything else, our party, who are known as Blade Guard, have attended a couple of places on their way to a trial. First of which they went to Umbreon's Black Tower, wherein they found a note saying, sorry, but we've decided to go ahead with this plan, which means we can't exist on this material plane anymore as a being. So they're going into this whole Emerald Dream style thing, so they're still a part of the world but not a tangible part of it. But they have left you Runexent artifacts that will still contain a part of them and allow them to exist here but not interfere. They are caretakers, not guardians, I believe was the phrasing I used.
Yeah, that was.
Yep. At the base of Umbreon's Forge was Arcturus, now newly reforged, looking immaculate, and the instructions were for this to now act as something for you to end all of this madness with. This means Ebenrath will have to be sealed by this blade. From there, you went to the trial of the 10th Legion's commander, and you convinced the Emperor not to execute him, thankfully, which was his original plan. Instead, he's going to be locked away until such a time as the 13 judges can agree, we can give him clemency, we could get him to do various other bits, but not execute him, or we could just leave him down in this jail forever. During all of once the sentence was declared, the assembly came under attack from assassins, which you guys swiftly defeated, and we shall rejoin the action afterwards once you've all left the Senate building. And Trym, a small dragonborn, almost looks like a kobold. Maybe needs a bit of meat on his bones to plump him out a little bit. He runs over to you and hands you a very important letter and tells you that this is for your eyes only, not for any of your comrades. Please do as instructed. And just hands the letter off to you and darts off.
Alright, I would like to open this note privately without any of us knowing. Do we also get our weapons back and everything else?
Oh yeah, you got your gear back.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to read this note.
Okay, the note is from the Emperor himself.
Cool.
And everything else. It even has his seal in several places. The wax seal on the back is kind of like a typical Imperial seal, but inside it's got his seal, his father's seal, and his father's seal.
Oh god. Yeah.
Basically saying, come to the palace immediately, we need to talk.
First of all, I'm gonna tell everyone else, I need to go sort something out and check up on something. You guys go on ahead and start investigating the assassins trying to cause chaos in the trial. I'll catch up with you guys later, okay?
Okie
Okay.
Alrighty then.
enjoy your
See you
secret
guys.
rendezvous.
Yeah, see you guys soon. And I'll just go see the Emperor. Yeah.
Okay. As you go off to see the Emperor, where do you guys go? Are you going to prison, Stormclaw? Whereabouts? You got a whole city to play with.
Well, I would say to Jin, is there any other sort of guilds or assassins and that in the city other than his, or are we looking for thinking about sort of old adversaries that might have sent them, or?
Well, I was planning on interrogating the prisoners.
What was that? Sorry.
I was interrogating the prisoners. It's like at the end of.
Oh yeah. So, okay then. So you make your way off to where they've been imprisoned, which is a nearby military barracks. The guards don't let you, don't stop you in any way. They let you in, and you can see them two skinny but lean Dragonborn have been completely disrobed, disarmed. They're just wearing simple loincloths just to protect what little dignity they have left. They've got their hands bound behind them over their heads. They can't even use their fingers if they wanted to pick the lock.
Are they standing or sitting?
They be sat.
They be sat. Right, I'm just going to grab a banana from the barracks. Somewhere, there's a banana somewhere. And a seat.
Okay, you sit, you have your banana. It's a nice looking banana.
I'm just going to sit there for a second. Just looking at both of them. Smiling. As you do.
What do you want?
Just thought you needed some company, good fellows. Now, you're going to tell me everything.
Oh, why should I? Don't need to tell you nothing.
Out of interest, do you two know each other? Yeah, just any kind of relations?
Still not telling you anything about us.
Pity, because you've just cost him his life. And with that, I'm just going to pull out a dagger and just slam it into the leg of the other guy, right on the main vein.
He winces in pain. Go ahead and make an intimidation check, by the way, with advantage. It's pretty impressive.
Lean back now, back on my seat, and just peel the banana. Now, by my reckoning, he's got about 6 minutes to live. And you're next.
Sorry, I just like the way that you're eating, Joe.
I just want to say, do you actually have a banana with you?
No, I'm actually pretending. This is full-on acting. Now, time's ticking. Who do you work for? Or where is he? Or she? Don't want to be sexist. TikTok.
Boss. It's a bit more progressive, does not use such basic pronouns. Sklee prefers Sklee or Skler. But yeah, they are still refusing to give up information.
You're making it difficult for me. Excuse me. Just going to have to take this back. Pulls the dagger out. Ooh, bit of a nasty wound you got there, good sir. Should we get that patched up? That's only if he talks, though. Right, you, left or right?
Piss off, and he spits in your general direction.
Oh, right. That'll cost you both your balls, then. I'm just going to generally play with the blade on the loincloth and then thrust through the balls.
Through the sack. You mean bastard. For the sake of what could go wrong, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check. Because, and not to be mean to the man, the target is very small and you could hit something else. But with the 25, you jam the dagger through the sack. He screams out in pain. I'm not gonna tell you anything. God, that hurts. Starts shaking in the shackles and calls for the guards and everything.
I'm afraid they're not going to come. You see, me and the Emperor got a bit chummy, and he wants to know some information, so he's allowed me to get on with all sorts of devious ways of getting this out of you. Now, fortunately, you're not going to be having any children anytime soon, so
I don't need children. I shall live forever in eternity. And he starts like quoting some mad scripture. Those of you that wish, you can make a religion check. Sadly, your cleric isn't here, but then again, your cleric isn't very religious.
No, like, she's rolled terrible on religion.
I'm terrible at religion.
It's me that keeps on rolling the religion.
Yeah, the bard knows stuff.
I was educated. I was an educated young lady.
Where is SteamedChu during this?
Sorry?
I'm assuming it's everyone but Trym. Trym's gone off to see the Emperor.
I could roll a religion.
Mm-hmm.
You just stood in the corner of the room there.
Oh, boobies. I'm so shy. Don't look at me, I'm shy.
Oh, the violence. I can't take it. Keep going. Sadly, between the two of you, you have no idea what scripture he's babbling on about.
Durafel probably has no idea either. Maybe.
Probably.
Who knows?
Oh, might as well, just for the sake of it.
Gonna have to give you guys a new MP. Yeah, good. That's handy. So nobody knows anything about the scripture he is babbling on about, which is handy.
I think about
But again,
3 minutes left.
as the one you with the sliced ball sack is babbling the scripture, the other one's yelling, "God, for goodness sake, he's killing us in here!" To which the guard, who is at the other end of the corridor, walks in, closes the door behind him, pulls out the stool from the wall a bit, sits down as he leans back, and just gestures for you to carry on.
I think you're getting a bit tiresome of not talking. Surely you want to tell me something, please, good sir.
Yeah, take that blade and shove it up your ass.
Good idea. How about your ass instead?
You what? Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Jesus Christ.
Add your sneak attack damage to that as well, because he's not expecting this. Let's see. You what? Oh!
Jesus Christ.
For those that didn't see what it was, it is a 17 on the sneak attack damage, leading to a whopping 26. Yeah.
Yeah, 26.
He starts to scream out quite loudly, like he's coughing up a lot of blood now. You've massively injured him internally.
God.
Oh, stop! Fine. We did it under orders.
Carry on. Come on.
It's a
Come on.
sacrifice.
Spit it out. Yes, and?
And when you say spit it out, he literally just spits out coughs up a huge amount of blood and it sort of gushes across the floor. The other one just like tries really hard not to vomit.
Yeah.
But the one that you stabbed eventually relents before he essentially passes out from the pain, saying that the commander was meant to be another sacrifice for the Great One. Once he's sacrificed, we could have started conquering the Empire. We could have made it what it was, what it should have always been.
So he's now passed out, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that's, probably heavily bleeding out at this moment in time due to the wound on his leg. I'm just going to turn to him and go, wow, he helped. Now, let's see if you can't finish revealing this puzzle. Now, that leg, I could save you if you wish. Or I could carry on where I left off with that guy.
As if it matters. Every one of us that dies just feeds the Great One. Every death makes him stronger, and we will come back again.
Right,
Death does not seem to be all that frightening, although once pushed they seem to realise that death is kind of an end.
yeah. Right, I'm going to... Is there any kind of like hot sauce within this room at all?
No. It is a barracks / makeshift jail cell. You can ask for something, but the guard seems to be more enjoying your interrogation technique more than anything else.
Is he taking notes?
No, he's not taking notes. He's sitting there with a tankard of some sort of a drink, just drinking away.
I'm trying to think how to finish this off. Because I don't think we're going to get much more out of him.
How do you want to do this?
Indeed. In the words of our Lord and Saviour, Matthew Mercer, how do you want to do this?
Ooh. I don't know whether to try and keep pushing and see how much I can get out of him before he dies. Or just give up the ghost and give him an easy way out.
Well, make a choice. Either way, I've closed his character sheet, so please don't ask me to make a save.
No, I'm fed up with this. I don't think we're going to get much more out of this, SteamedChu. You know what? Let's just forget about the paperwork. And with that, I'm just going to slam the dagger straight through the neck.
Okay. You jam the knife straight through the neck and he gargles out his last words. Meanwhile, on the other side of the city, well, not that far actually, just a bit further round. Trym, as you approach the Imperial Palace, its banners are caught in the afternoon breeze, swaying quite happily and everything else. The area around here seems almost peaceful, belying what's been going on throughout the rest of the city. And indeed throughout the rest of the Empire. The guards see you approach, they recognise you and they let you in. The messenger who came and saw you earlier greets you at the gate and beckons you to follow him. And he leads you into this open space. Well, not into an open space, into like a chamber which is really nicely set out, it's well lit, comfortable, and relaxing. At which point, he says, you know, take a seat, the Emperor will be with you shortly. And he scurries off to the door, the opposite side of the room from where you came in. And a few moments later, the Emperor himself walks in, flanked, well, surrounded by 4 Dragonborn guards in full plate tower shields, very sharp and dangerous looking halberds or glaives. And he sits on one of the chairs which creaks under his weight. He's a bit of a heavier than your average gent. My dear, thank you so much for coming to see me on what must be an uncomfortably short notice.
Well, thank you for having me as an audience of some kind. You said you wished to speak to me immediately.
Yeah.
Indeed, I have my suspicions during your encounter in the Senate building earlier today. And it is that you were armed when you were meant to be disarmed. Now, your elven friends, particularly the wood elf and the dark elf, seem to possess some form of magic or skill. The one skilled in a fighting style that doesn't rely on weapons can hold his own, but you did something different. You produced a blade from nowhere. I'd very much like to see what you made.
Ooh. I let out a sigh and I take Arcturus out of the bag of holding and just place it in. Well, I still have my hand on the handle, but I sort of place it like in front of me.
That's quite an impressive feat, to draw a sword from a bag. Do you have more swords in that bag that I should be aware of?
Not out of character. Not that I remember. I think.
No, you sold a lot of the gear, so it's fine.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be any more blades or weapons in the bag that I can declare. This is the only blade that was in the bag at the time during the trial.
He gives you a look as if he's trying to judge your worth. Do you know what this blade is?
I've seen it in my visions in the past, and it seems to be a powerful weapon. I'm choosing my words here.
You seem to be hesitating. You may speak plainly. I am capable of understanding the common tongue.
It is a sword that is known as Io's Claw, the Oathbreaker, the Oathkeeper. It has many names. It's had many names in the past. Its current name that it's holding right now is Arcturus.
Interesting. Now, I understand that you found this. Well, I can gather that you found this blade a long time ago, but the fact that this is Io's Claw. This is a heirloom to my family and indeed the whole empire. The fact that it's been travelling with you is perplexing. I mean no offence to you and your kind, but a halfling does not seem worthy of wielding a blade of a dragon god.
Well, a wise man once told me that it's not the race that defines you. I would like to add that by saying it's how you treat other people that defines what kind of person you are. And so far, I believe that I have used this blade in a just and protective manner in the name of not just your empire, but for all the people in this world. So, I believe that while one does have their opinions, I believe that there's a reason why this blade chose me as a champion of Io. And I will continue.
Go on, finish what you're going to say.
And I will continue wielding it in the name of justice, in the name of the people, and in the name of protecting what I treasure, no, of what I, along with Io, treasures the most.
And as you finish saying that, he holds up his hand and gestures for his guards to leave. And as they leave, he leans in closer to you and says, "It's good to know that I can still rely on mortal creatures," and sort of removes his hands from his eyes. And as you look into them, you realise that they're no longer the eyes of a dragon. They seem to be like an infinite depth to them. And you can see a multitude of different stars, different colours, different formations.
Oh shit. This is saying out of character. Could I make an insight check?
You may indeed make an insight check.
I think I know what this is going to be.
This is either a weird eye condition, or the more likely and probably more true to your character, what you know and everything else, this is like a diva or a solar, or basically a high-ranking angel of Io, who's just temporarily taken up this position of emperor as a means to keep an eye on things. But yes, you can say, "Oh my god," at any time. This is the most appropriate time, if any, to say, "Oh my god."
Oh my sweet...
Mother of Io.
Mother of... No, I must not say his name in vain. Okay. So... Why are you here? Who are you?
Starforger, God Dragon, many names, many titles, many years. I've done my best to look after this world and its inhabitants, the various races, various gods. The hope I saw here was that it could stand against the darkness. But it would appear that I myself have spawned a darkness of my own. I apologize for the deception. I also apologize for my own children destroying the land, dividing the people, ruining so many good souls, countless good souls. So, as I ask of you before, will you deal with this mess? As I myself am not allowed to directly interfere.
I remember having a dream when I was little. And you asked me a question that I answered easily as a child. Do you love this world? And I immediately answered yes, and how much I loved everything about it. And even with all the evil things that have passed over the past few months, I still want to protect it no matter what. So I will continue doing so in your name.
As I know you will. And he places his hand on the table and gives you a much newer, shinier holy symbol. As a gift.
I take the holy symbol.
It's basically the same as what you got, but it's like brand spanking, shiny and new.
I mean, I mean, you're alright with me having this? I mean, I feel like giving up
Do
my
you
old...
wish to preserve life, as I do? Then go. Preserve life. Trym and a bow.
I stand from the seat and I sort of give a little bow. Well, thank you for granting me this gift. I'll be sure to not let it go to waste.
Before you go, meditate on these words. That my youngest son would want to usurp my throne. That is all I will tell you. At which point he then rubs the top of his brow and his eyes change back to a normal Dragonborn shape and style, and then leaves you.
Okay. Then I suppose I would leave too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll
You leave
just
the palace
leave.
after a divine experience.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to catch up with the others? Because currently you don't know where they've gone.
I would like to send a message.
Deploy the message!
Deploy the message.
Where are you?
Yeah. That would be sending, won't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, for the sake of ease and everything, where do you guys wish to meet up in general? Assuming, Trym gets the message out, you reply, etc, etc.
Where are we gonna meet? Hat shop?
or Stormclaw's place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Storm. That probably makes more sense for that side town, so you can come to us.
Okay. You meet up at Commander Stormclaw's and everything else, all in different orders. It's either Trym first or you guys first, whichever works. But Stormclaw, his butler, greet you. He cooks you all up a nice meal. Cooks you basically whatever you ask for, within reason. But then asks, so, what do you all plan to do now? What's your next step?
Well, I suppose it's heading off to wherever the next dragon is.
Find Ebenrath and take care of him.
Do you have any clues, any ideas?
Well, we saw him sort of destroying a town, which we know about in history books. So there was a couple of options, wasn't there, where...
I could cast divination.
You can indeed.
Yeah. I've cast it so much. Where is divination? Here it is. Gonna... Well, I don't know. Spell? Ritual? Who knows? Well, I mean...
It's a ritual.
Yeah, I cast it anyway, so... I shall be right back. I shall be back with you guys in just a moment.
Yeah, you like all your various bits.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the question you ask?
Where is Ebenrath currently? Where is Ebenrath's current location?
How should I give this to you in a cryptic way? I've already given you one cryptic clue.
Oh no.
Oh, at the seat of the First Empire. That is all you're told.
Okay. All right. I will relay that back to the others, and I will also say the Emperor did tell me something interesting.
Oh,
His young
carry on.
his youngest son wants to usurp the throne.
But the Emperor only
I-
has one son, and he's a spoiled little princeling.
I don't think he was talking about his son. I think he was.
And this is Stormclaw, by the way. So you don't mean to tell me that the Emperor knew about this elusive 11th dragon?
I don't think he did. Well, I don't think he did, but there was a moment where. I don't know how to say this. There was a moment where I had a spiritual experience in that room, and he did tell me what I just told you guys. His youngest son wants to usurp the throne. I maybe it'll come to me eventually, but I don't know. All I've been told is that his youngest son wants to usurp the throne, and that the location of Ebenrath is the throne of the First Empire.
Well, the oldest. In fact, I'll let you guys do this because if I answer the question, it's boring. Go ahead and give me a history check. Those who know, well, anyone actually, go ahead and give me a history check, and I shall relay information.
Oh, that's actually a good history check.
That is a good history check.
It's not a natural 20, but I'll take it.
Anybody else want to give me a history check?
I shall. You have a check.
$16, 14, 8, and 9. The men don't know. Oh, sorry. Who was the second one for Tom out of your two? Guessing Jurathil was the second.
Yeah.
So Jurathil and Shinju don't know. Trym has the best idea. Tom's Jinsakuda is nearly there, and that is the Dragonborn I consider to be the first empire. And to them, the home of their empire was never here on this continent or in Venovia. It was on the southern continent. That was their entire empire was that entire continent until the Dragon Wars and the Cataclysm and everything else, and they had to abandon it. There might still be pockets of it there, but they haven't contacted them since. So people just go, well, you're still technically an empire just based on your stature and size alone. Everywhere else is still a bit divided. And I suspect a whisper is incoming.
No, it's not a whisper. God damn it, Brian!
What? I told you would be going there eventually. You were warned.
I will say, I think I have an idea. There was and I turned to Stormclaw. Do you know if the Dragonborn Empire was originated from the southern continent? At all?
To my knowledge, it was, and he goes over to his books, and with his butler, they pull out a couple of old history books, which aren't so much bound with like glue and leather; they are bound by metal buckles. They're just that old and that thick. If you want like a good idea of how it is, if you've seen the Game of Thrones book on like family lineages they use in the series.
Okay.
It's like so thick and gets edited so often, it's not bound by glue, it's bound by metal. So they can unbuckle it, add in new pages and buckle it back up again. But anyway, he starts flicking through and going, so it was. Well, this is something I never knew. I thought this was always the seat of the Empire and the continent was the expansion. Turns out it's the other way around.
Well then.
Well, my pension suddenly looked a lot worse.
Well, in that case, the southern continent is where we need to find Ebenrath.
Well, you are in luck. And he goes on to explain that there is a city currently there. It's being like its own joint operation thing, so the dwarves are putting some funds towards it, as have the elves, the Dragonborn, a tiny bit from the human free cities, but they keep to themselves so much to the point that getting anything out of them is kind of a miracle in itself, so they'll take what they can get. That might be a good place to start, because it is on the ruins of an old city anyway. So, it's a good place to go and start from.
Alright. Yeah.
We need our boat. Or a boat. Anyway, we have our feather boat, don't we?
We need Bob.
And somewhere far across the sea, the kobolds all sat there in their little ship. Bob just gets up from napping on the deck and goes, "It's time."
Oh man. I could send a message to Bob and be like, Bob, can we borrow your boat?
Bob, we need the ship.
Yeah. I will send a message to Bob through sending. We're like, hello Bob. Yeah. Or Commodore Bob, whatever you want to be called.
Admiral. I prefer Admiral.
Admiral it is. I don't suppose we could get a lift off you and your boat, can we?
60 gold.
Fine, 60 gold. Yeah, fine, 60 gold. We have 60 gold. Oh wait, I just thought Viridis wouldn't be running the shop. Who's going to run the shop?
Yeah. No, surely Meadow will still be there.
No,
Meadow and Viridis were one person.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh no, poor Dorothy.
We need to hire someone quick.
No, isn't there the other guy? There's the other guy, isn't there? Who is like the caretaker.
Grimcrown does not run the store.
No, but I'm
was there
saying
as
at least there's
hired muscle.
somebody there. I know, but I'm saying at least there's somebody there.
True.
Yeah. Grimcrown, who has no alchemical experience, is not really a shopkeeper. More like a grim fighter. And really was only there to protect Meadow. I don't know, like I left the message. You know, you guys
Well,
have
just
lost your prime dragons now. The world's going to move into the next era. Okay, we're going to take over Ebenrath, and as soon as you guys are like prep for the final arc, it's like, need someone to look after the shop.
can't we just shut the shop up? Well, we'll just say extended holiday.
I mean, we can do. We could always hire someone at least.
away on vacation.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
So I
Save the
mean,
world
by
back in
our
2
vacation.
months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or can't you contact your dad, Trym, and be like, hook someone up in the shop while we're gone?
Let's see how many message spells I have left, or sending spells I have left. I sent 2, so I can send 1 more message. And then that'll be my 3rd level spells for today. He thinks. Yeah.
Okay then, so
So-
who are you sending this final message to?
I'm sending it to my daddy.
Okay. He does send a reply back.
Yeah.
Via the message spell, which is he'll pick up someone on the way home. Because he is currently in the capital city, because he has to be. He is technically a noble for the a member of the Senate, because he is an elected individual. He has right to go to the Senate, so he was part of that hearing.
I didn't notice. Holy crud.
In
I
a
mean,
whole
technically, my
chamber
daddy would have been
full
there
of
as well.
Dragonborn. Yeah, Lord Catone was there. Lord Catone's a merchant. He is a gold. I think your dad falls under. There was one for rulers, but I can't remember what colour I gave them.
There's red for military, green for clergy, blue for mages, gold for
Yes.
merchants,
In that
black
case,
for
then he'd be the white man.
white.
Yeah, white. I think it was white were elected individuals or people who have. It's like being, if you're a member of the House of Parliament or the House of Lords, you'd be considered a member of the white.
Cool. It's miscellaneous.
Yeah, unsorted.
Okay.
But it's a mix of elected individuals or members of noble families who still have strong ties to the Senate. So people say, like, look, we need a couple of seats filled. I'm offering you this seat, so come and sit.
I would like
etc.
to go and find my father.
You can go and
Be
find him.
like-
He's staying at a very nice inn.
Daddy!
He gives you a hug. With him is your sister as well,
Mary! And
because he needs a bodyguard, and people have to trust in his daughter.
oh man, it's been so long.
It has, me wee lass. It has been so long. I can't remember what I did for your father, so I'm going to go with a slightly Irish accent.
Irish accent will do. Oh man.
I apologise for not greeting you in the Senate building, but we were on official business.
Oh, of course. I hope Ma and Ava are doing all right. Like how I'm guessing they're tending to the tailor shop.
Aye, yeah, they're fine. Getting on with things whilst I'm stuck running about the country.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted you to know that we'll be going soon to the southern continent and deal with something big there. And if I don't come back, if I don't come back, I want you to take this, and I take off my old holy symbol and press it in his hand. Like, I want you to take this. And
Are you sure? It's not really something you give away, a veritable symbol like this.
let's just say somebody gave me an identical one. And I figured the old one would be better in your hands.
Okay, I assume you've been promoted in the clergy?
Um,
Or are you still doing this adventuring lark?
a little bit of column A, bit of column B.
We're on a mission.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. No doubt from His Imperial Majesty. Well, I shouldn't really keep you waiting.
Yeah, of
Best,
course.
see you on your merry way.
Yeah.
And he gives you like a really big hug as he is really unsure because of what you
Yeah.
said. Like, if you don't come back, normally you've always come back. This is the first time. He's like, oh, you might not come back. What?
Well, if I don't come back, tell Ma and Ava and Mari that I love each and every one of you. And I'll tell you what. Just to make this a little easier, I'll see you soon. How's that?
Aye, that I can live with. Because you will come back. You'll always come back.
Of course. No matter how long or how far away I am. And I just start sort of shedding a little tear, like.
Can I
You guys
also
are-
ask Trym's dad, just sort of in passing as we're about to go, kind of thing, after they said their goodbyes and that, just say if you don't see either of us again, let my dad in gold know. And so I don't know if they can mix, but
Yeah, they can mix. They can still talk outside
Yeah.
of everything. It's just like, if there's a certain vote that needs to go down in the Senate, the whole point is, so like if they want to do a new taxation thing, they don't need to consult the Magi or the Arcanum. They just need enough members in the gold to say like, no, this sounds like a good idea.
But yeah, I just sort of tell Trym's dad, same for me.
And who be your father, if you don't mind me asking?
It would be Lord Catone. He has the symbol, the tree symbol, outside the home.
I'll let him know that you'll be home soon. And with that, as you two go to leave, go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws, you two.
Oh God!
Why is this?
No! Oh, we're not going to be assassinated, aren't we?
No. Perish the thought, something much more entertaining. Okay, as you begin to walk away, you see this very big shadow appear over you. And you manage to duck out the way in time, and in between you lands this very big, dopey wolf.
Oh, Boris!
To which Farrell's like,
Oh.
for goodness sake, I was trying so hard not to let him know. Oh, forgive me, sis. I couldn't resist.
Oh, it's okay. Like, I'm sure Boris, I'm sure Boris is gonna miss me too. And I give Boris a hug, like, oh.
And a cute puppy way, he like brings one paw, and his paw's big. He ain't a small wolf, he is a big wolf.
It's probably bigger than my hand.
I take
Yeah,
he's
it is,
like
but he
a
gives
wolf.
you like the full pat on the back. And it does feel like someone's actually patting you on the back.
Oh. Oh.
To which
Yeah.
your sister then turns around and goes, yeah, sorry about that. I found a druid. And apparently that's not a wolf. It's a dire wolf. It's gonna get bigger. That's not gonna let him keep me in the barracks. Can't even keep him at home.
I'm sure you'll find somewhere to keep him. Maybe.
I doubt it.
But hey, you can ride gloriously into battle with him. That's pretty cool.
No, it doesn't work like that. And she says the word barding, and the wolf just bolts. See, I can't even say the word vet in earshot. It's terrible. I can't do anything with him. He's a useless dog. And as soon as she says that, like, it full on drifts to swing itself around, and then charges back into sort of rugby tackles her without a second thought. And then just proceeds to sit on top of her. And that whole defiant, not useless, I'm cute.
Aww. I'm sure he's going to be a brilliant direwolf that you can totally rely on. And I give him strokies. Like, oh.
Yeah, he just continues this whole thing of, yes, I'm cute, I'm amazing, love me. Complete with a smug little smile. But anyway, as you guys leave, we shall end our session there for this week.
Yeah.
On the rather sad note that you'll have to leave this continent and go to a new land. Venture far to the south.
Maybe I should get Cowrie to come and meet them.
Yes.
riding her Dragonborn, because that's how basically it ended. The last lot went off in the sunset on a Dragonborn's shoulders.
Yeah. Anyway. So, thank you all for playing, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe on that YouTube jazz, and if you are following us on Twitch, click that little heart icon, so that way you can always catch up on the live streams as and when. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. If I can get a big enough crew together, I'd be cool to play more.
Yarr.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a fun game. Not a lot of game, I will admit, but it's been fun. I reckon it'd be fun with more people on a bigger ship.
I would totally like to start up a band, like, after seeing, like, other people play the video game and be like, "Yar, I'd be on the dulcimer," and just play, like, Ride of the Valkyries. Da, 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 da.
I'm just thinking of, Lazy Town.
Oh, yeah.